It's the Narc Bully, the People's Champ, Black Giga Chad, all kind of different names. You know what I'm saying? But right now, I'm just one of y'all coming to you, chopping it up early in the AM. After taking I believe that was the first full day I've taken off. And I don't know, since last year. I don't even know if I took it off last year. You know what I'm saying? But it's like the first full day I took off, I don't know, in a long time. But I needed it. You know what I'm saying? I need it. Sometimes, most of the time, yeah, your body and your mind will let you know when it's time for you to take a break, rejuvenate. But see, I don't normally take breaks until I get to a certain pinnacle. Like if I get to a certain point of achievement, then I'll take a break. Until I get to that point, I'm not doing anything. You know what I'm saying? I am not doing anything except working hard. Man, is my camera all blurry or whatever? Oh, not. I should be clean enough. I should have wiped it off before I came out here. Anyway, Grand Rising, Grand Rising. Shout out to my new and old subscribers. My TikTok family. You guys are the dopest to ever do it. You're an inspiration to me every day. Um, I'll say this ahead of time. Shout out to the content creators that consider themselves to be part of my soul tribe. Before I get started, I don't want you guys to think that I'm cooking everyone all the time. You guys, if you vibe with me, you're part of my soul tribe. I don't care if you reach out to me. Um, I'm a loner, so it doesn't make me. No, never mind. When I get rich, I will be enjoying my money alone. I'm also going to be giving, like I will be to certain organizations and whatnot, to help people and starting my own. But what I'm saying is to get to the top, if I got to do it alone, I have no problem with it, right? Because when I get there, I'll be enjoying being at the top alone. So it makes me know, never mind, that way I don't feel like I owe anybody anything. But with that being said, everything that you allow in to your consciousness will affect your reality, whether you like it or not. Now, I'm trying to tell you this because I feel this type of way. I've been doing a lot of analytical information, and this is the reason why lately, if of TikTok people, I believe that you should not let people play around in your energy if you know they're there, and I believe that everything affects your reality being the main character. So if you're allowing people to just do what they want to do in your energy, and then you're ignoring it, knowing that you have it in the back of your mind, that's too much weight. You got to get rid of all that weight, all this extra baggage, these weird people. You got to get rid of them. You got to get rid of them. I'm be real, because the more I block, I've been on a blocking spree. Boy, if I see a title wrong, I block the person because I don't want my feed. Listen, man, this internet thing is pretty much conscious. Like they when they said they discovered the internet, they didn't say they invented it. 333 on the clock, as I said that. They never said that they created the internet. They said they discovered it. It's like it's already been here. And this could have been this entity, AI, the internet could have been around for a very long time, a very, very, very long time. And them discovering it and them trying to put it in us and all this, I don't know, man. It's deeper than that. It's deeper than that. So, with that being said, if your phone has its own little somewhat sentient consciousness and is sending you nothing but stuff that you don't want to see, and you're thinking that you're swiping it away, no, it's affecting you. It's affecting you. It is. Whether you know it or not, it's affecting you. So what we have to do is start taking charge of that. Like, okay, start not hitting the do not recommend, blocking, all the different things. Don't just let that stuff slide. Do you know that I've blocked 50 something channels, and now my feed is almost crystal clear, meaning I get fed nothing but what I want to see. I get fed nothing but what I want to hear. My social media is not my reality check. 444 on the clock, as I said that, it's true. My social media is not my reality check mechanism. If I want a reality check, I'll have it from someone that knows me in reality. I don't come on social media to have some loser that creates content thinking that they can sit back and channel or whatever, you know what I'm saying? People they know and cast judgment or what. I don't have time for none of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? I don't believe in none of that. So I want to put this out here real quick before I move further. Social media dating, is online dating 2.0. Know that, fellas. Social media dating is online dating 2.0. So these women you're meeting on social media, they're the bottom of the bag. Listen, look, I'm gonna be real. I'm meeting a lot of women out and about, and they are super friendly. Women that are out and about are not having these same kind of issues that these social media women are. I'm putting two and two together. Remember back in the day when online dating, you only did it when, so you wanted to get some, and you didn't want to deal with no real relationship, or having to really get enough. That's what it was for. Now it's just flooded with a bunch of dirt bags, doing God knows what. I haven't been there in over a decade, but I imagine it's way worse than it was, right? But listen, what do you think social media is? It's 2.0. These chicks are getting on here, man, all the time about men and about exes. They are not healed while projecting and deflecting, talking about who needs to heal. Man, listen, if I did not start going out in public and dating this online, man, I would have been getting on here going off all the time, because what I was doing was I didn't know that social media was online dating 2.0. So I was kind of like, thinking I could maybe meet somebody online. No, I can't. No, I cannot. Cannot do it. Cannot do it. I don't know what it is. It's just like the online dater. So as far as I'm concerned, meeting somebody online is like bottom of the barrel. I need to be meeting somebody in person, like our ancestors did, our parents did. Meet somebody in person, man. I'm not gonna let technology be my daddy. I'm not. Women can get on here, and men. I hate to do that, because I can't stand it when I see it online when women just always talk about women as if they date women. So make sure women, switch the roles and apply. But I just get tired of it, man. And I can see it clear as day. I'm like, a lot of people on the social media thing trying to date using it, but they're weirdos. So I'm like, okay, this is online dating. I remember this feeling. I remember when I first started doing online dating, when online dating was ripe, when they first started coming out with it. You know what I'm saying? That real online dating, glory days like Match.com and Cupid, OkCupid, back in the day when they were worth something in the beginning, right? You used to get on there, and it wasn't that bad, but you noticed in the beginning, these women have a lot of personality defects. And you're just like, wait a minute, this ain't the same kind of woman as when I meet somebody in person. That's where we got the analytical information and putting it together and said, oh, online dating is when they ain't got no other options. Well, social media dating is the same thing now. See, online dating is pretty much, if you're doing that, you're basically just selling yourself online. I mean, that's all you're doing. But if you're social media dating, you're doing the same thing. You're bottom of the barrel in yourself. You know what I'm saying? Because you're getting the bottom of the barrel. You're getting anytime you got to meet somebody, through the internet, you don't know who they are. You don't know if they have any kind of in-person personality. Some people can come off very charming online, but cannot put together two sentences in person. Have no kind of personality whatsoever, and rely on their looks and their social media to make them feel good. So if they're around you, can't make conversation, can't even get to the point where you're going on a date. They already got other guys lined up, hitting them up in their DMs. So they're building this false bravado, this false sense of security and self confidence based off of having a bunch of people giving them compliments online, which anybody with common sense knows getting a compliment online, you take it with a grain of salt. It means absolutely nothing. It means in that moment, that person thought that you looked good, sounded good, or whatever, but 15 seconds later, two videos later, they're doing it to somebody else. It's not to say that you don't appreciate it, but stop letting it go to your heads. Stop letting it go to your heads. This is the reason why Pookie and Ray Ray are constantly able to fool y'all, because when somebody like me gets on here and takes the time to tell y'all the real, you project onto me and get mad and do all this crazy stuff. But Pookie and Ray Ray be like, yeah, I'm a pander, and yeah, listen, man, next thing you know, he doing the same thing that the other Pookie did before him. Just because he told you what you wanted to hear, or he let you say all this crazy stuff to him that you shouldn't be talking to a man like that, but he's letting you get away with it, so you think you found the one. No, no real man gonna listen. I'm telling you right now, the way a lot of y'all talk, a lot of real men just not gonna listen to that stuff. Y'all are too masculine. You're just too masculine. You can call it whatever you want to, and again, I'm dating in person. So whoever wants to savagely tear me apart and frame it up as if they're talking about men in general, or so I don't care. I'm no longer trying to even think about dating any of y'all social media chicks at all. That's why I started dating in person. That's why I'm going out. I'm about to start going to church. You know what I'm saying? Just to meet a good woman. I'm, you know what I'm saying? Like, not, you know what I mean? I'm not going to go up in there trying to get all, I'm going up in there obviously to get some of the word, but I want to meet a woman that wants to keep, you know what I'm saying, her stuff to herself and keep her business kind of private and kind of move like a lady. I'm willing to do and put myself in different places to run into these kind of women, like out in the stores, you know, out and about in like you know, social settings and also in churches. I want to put myself, not nightclubs. I'm not going to meet the kind of the kind of woman I want in a nightclub. I've gone out to a couple bars lately and they look at the same kind of women over 10 years ago. I'm good. You know what I'm saying? I want to go and meet some woman that I can see out in public during the day. She's not afraid to show herself out in public during the day. The sun can shine on her without her being like, can we find somewhere in the shade to talk? You know, no, I don't want no scallywag. I'm good. I don't want no night walker. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I mean, I don't want none of that stuff. You know, so I'm willing to put myself in certain situations so I can run into the right kind of woman. Even if, you know what I'm saying, I gotta like, go to church every now and again. You know, so what? You know what I mean? I'm all about God. They're all about God. They're doing it under their religion. But I tell you what, I don't discriminate. I might meet me a fine, you know, Catholic, you know, or Catholic Christian or whatever. I don't know. And she might be, you know, liberal enough and open minded enough to not be judgmental. I'm not going to put myself in a box of saying, I got to meet a spiritual woman or someone that's, I'm not doing that no more because it's a give and take system. Whenever the woman or person doesn't have a good spiritual background, it seems like they're more open to doing more devilish activities of cheating, being promiscuous, lying, stealing, stuff like that. So if they're getting some kind of good background in the church or something, they have some kind of morals and values about themselves. And that's what I'm more interested in. So, like the ladies online, listen, man, I'm going to be real with y'all. Every time I turn around, there's this misguided support for all women. You got to understand something. All men don't support all men. I'm gonna put that out there first. When black men are out here saying, "Oh, we got this going on," black men, we don't ask for support from other men. We specifically are talking to black men, and we specifically ask for support from black men. When other races of men, you know, Caucasians or whatever, are talking what they talk about or whatever, they're going with their group or whatever. Now, as a collective, as men, we can talk about dating or whatever, but we don't try to, in every single category, you know what I'm saying, bring all men together about everything. No, we fight our own battles. What I don't understand is how I can watch a video online of a Caucasian woman talking about her struggle and, you know, an African American woman, as I say that because that's the doggone, what you call it, you know, got a product code and everything. Black American woman can relate completely to, those are two different struggles. And I don't care what you say, take how you want to take it. Those are two different struggles. So here's the example I have. When, you know, I have, you know, let's say a Caucasian woman going off on me about men, I'm not the man that you're talking about. I am not the man that's in the ruling power right now causing any problems. Why are you conflating it? So you're gonna take out on me? You know what I mean? Because the man that's in power right now that's causing the problems that you're claiming about, he had a mother look like you. So I don't get it. I don't that's why I don't let certain things slide by me. When I have women of certain ethnicities that are just online saying, women, and we gotta listen, a Caucasian woman's struggle is not the same as a black woman's struggle in this country. Y'all need to stop sitting there letting this kind of stuff. I'm telling you, because when push comes to shove, you got to stop letting that stuff happen. I'm telling you right now, black men don't do stuff like that. Men don't do that stuff really in general. We come together over some dating stuff, but we do our own individual. Y'all do this thing where y'all come together and y'all start conflating things. How in the world is a Caucasian woman's struggle in America the same as a Mexican woman's struggle who just came over the border? Why are y'all allowing that to be conflated? The men that, okay, this is the way I look at it. When I hear a Caucasian woman talking about this, that, and the third, and about men, I'm not doing nothing that's affecting you. If you're trying to say that black men have more of a stereotype of being violent, you really don't need to be in the black community like that anyway. And I don't really believe that, first of all, because the numbers aren't right. But what I'm saying is, and I'm trying to get the point across, whenever I'm online and I have Caucasian women talking about men this and men that, and talking about me as if I'm a man causing the same problems as other men have the ability to do on a broader scale, I'm looking at this like, what? So I'm sorry, but y'all cannot run that by me. I'm not stupid, and I'm not gonna let you do it. Now, if a black woman is saying certain things to me, then there's certain things that I'm going to obviously be able to, because the problems that she's having for the most part are due to other black men doing them. But as far as like when a Caucasian woman or maybe a man, I don't have nothing to do with the men that are causing you the problem that you're having. So why are you online or talking to me just because I'm a man? You know what I'm saying? I have something to do with the males that are causing your struggle. I don't have nothing to do with that. So when I hear that stuff, it's weird to me. When I hear like, women trying to come together under one hat with multiple different struggles, it doesn't make any sense. How this listen, you can say whatever you want to say, but everybody has a different kind of way of life in this country. You cannot sit here and try to make it seem like, oh, all women are struggling. No, they're not. No, they're not. Some people get jobs easier. Some people's tone can get them out of trouble easier. Some people can cry and get themselves out of trouble easier. So stop being fooled by women getting on here that have their own particular struggle, trying to bring you in just so they can have the numbers right, so they can feel comfortable enough to come into my group and start judging me. And I have nothing to do with their struggle. I have nothing to do with putting them in a situation that they're in. You know what I'm saying? And most of the time, the problem that they're having is from the group that they raised. Most of the time, just like the black women, they're having most of the problems from the group that they raised. Okay, so I'm not going to let you sit around here and conflate things like that. So if I seem dismissive about certain things, because I kind of am, because I just don't want to hear it. If I don't look like the kind of guy you would normally date, you might be scrutinizing me on a higher level than the guy that you would normally date. And you also might be, for some reason, coming at me in a way that you wouldn't come at the guys that you would date. And I don't know the reason for it, so I don't want to figure it out. So when some of y'all think that I might be coming, I don't care. Okay. I'm in reality. Okay. I also understand that each race has their own struggle. And I'm not trying to say in any kind of way that, because there's plenty of Caucasian people that came from the dirt, trailers, and everything that I grew up in. So I understand, but let me tell you something. Those same people clean themselves up, right? And they can get a job a little bit easier just off their appearance. So, and that's a reality. You know what I'm saying? That's the reality. I'm not going to sit here and act like that's not. So based off of that, I'm sorry, but whenever I'm having someone trying to conflate a black woman's struggle in America with another racist struggle in America, I don't normally let it fly. And whenever those same people are trying to get online and not really give any thought to what they're saying and just say, yeah, all women and each group of women have their own individual struggle. As a collective, women do have somewhat of a struggle, but let's be real. Some of the people that are causing these struggles on other people were raised by these same women that are now saying, hey, we need to do something about this. What? What? You ain't got me fooled. So don't take it no type of way. I'm just putting things in perspective. That's why I'm dating in person, because I just realized that social media dating is online dating, and I'm tired of having to listen to women's perspectives online. When I meet some woman in person, she's meeting me, she's talking to me, she's like, he's not going to hear this. He's not going to hear this, or this. And she adjusts. When I meet someone online, I got to listen to all of her grievances from her previous relationships, what she believes to be what I'm going through based on the content that she sees of mine. And all this stuff is getting her nowhere. She has no man, but she still thinks that somewhere along the lines, her being the way that she is, she's going to find some guy out of the luck of God or something. I don't know. Ain't working for her yet, but she believes if I keep being manly, and I keep being masculine, I keep operating out of masculine energy or whatever, let's start calling it mastery energy or something like that. I'm wanting to get the feminine and the man out of it. I'm tired of it. Women conflate it too much online. Like if I start talking enough about mastery energy, it'll start moving around a little bit, and I ain't got to hear no more about this. Yeah, you're operating in feminine energy. Everything that someone says positive about women goes to their head. I don't know why. It just does. So you can even be talking about feminine energy and it will go to a woman's head. I don't know why, it just does. So I don't want to sit here having that stuff go on, and I'm just really talking about energy and trying to relate it to what it is. But you're letting it go to your head as if I'm talking about a woman and women are everything. Come on, man. I'm over it. And the reason I'm able to talk like I'm talking now, I'm not looking to date none of y'all online chicks no more. So it doesn't make me know, never mind what y'all think. I don't care at all whatsoever. There's too many women in person. And you know what I'm saying? As I go out and talk to these women, my social skills are getting better. It's a lose lose situation talking to y'all online. Y'all get online and feel so comfortable saying stuff that you would not say to a guy you were interested in that you met out in public or through a friend that you knew his value. You wouldn't do it. But you'll get online and say a whole bunch of stuff about men, period, and think there's no consequence to that. Man, if I ever met a chick in person and she said, "Oh yeah, I'm a YouTuber," and I go check her out and she's bashing men or she's a spiritualist and for some reason it keeps coming back to men ain't nothing, I'm gonna be like, hell no. No, I don't care if it's just you. No, you talk too much. No, I'm good. I'm good. I mean, there's a reckoning for everything, right? The way that I talk, it runs a lot of women off. Good for me. I don't want those women, and I only need one. I don't build self esteem off of having a bunch of women. You know what I'm saying? I don't like giving my energy up like that. I don't want to give, as a matter of fact, I'm to the point where I don't even want to give my sexual energy out like that. Y'all don't deserve it like that. You don't deserve it like that. I'll give it to you one at a time when I feel like it. Y'all don't deserve it like that. Not taking my energy and harvesting it and running off with it thinking that you somebody. Nah, you ain't shit. I ain't giving you nothing. You know? I ain't paying you no mind. I ain't giving you no attention. I ain't give you none of my sexual healing. Most definitely. Keep having those fantasies while still being in your masculine energy. You're gonna straighten up and fly right, or you're just gonna keep imagining what's gonna be like. You'll never get nothing. I be hearing. I had to stop watching. Look, y'all. I don't watch TV. I watch content. I had to almost completely stop watching content because of hearing so many different opinions from women about men. All of a sudden, it's this. It was not like this months ago. It wasn't. I'm telling you, I seen the shift. It was not like this. I was able to watch content. They were bashing men somewhat, but not. It's like they're watching us men come up right now, and it's bothering them, and they're just bashing the. I'm like, man, come on, man. Every other. I'm done. I am done. Hey, what's going on, fam? What's going on? I am done. They're trying to get slick, fellas. They cannot bash us in person because we don't want to be around them. So what they do is they get online and project that crap, hoping that we see it. Man, no, we ain't gonna watch. Let them watch it with each other. Since that's what they seem like they want to do anyway, just be with other women. Let them watch it with each other. It ain't getting them nowhere. They're still single. They have no prospects. And I'm not talking about the ladies. If you're a lady, you have a man. I'm not talking about you. If you're a lady, you got good prospects. I'm not talking about you. But the ones I'm triggering, I'm talking about you. I'm for sure talking about you because I'm triggering you. So you know you have no prospects. You know you'll never be able to get somebody like me, and you know you're going online projecting your traumas, right? And the problem I have with this, and the reason why I keep saying something about this, when I was out the other day with my homeboy and his girlfriend, I forgot what I said. It was something about dating. Oh, it was about numbers, and those bodies add up. I was talking to my homeboy about it, and this girl who don't even really know me, because I don't really know my homeboy that well, just jumps in and just starts projecting and loud and with passion, as if I'm the kind of man that's been running through her and her friends, and I'm the kind of man that thinks that it's okay for men to run through a bunch of women, and that she was like, but men can do it, and why can't women do it? And I said, are you done? I'm celibate. I'm not doing it. I lead by example, completely quiet. But she had already gotten off what she wanted to say. She had already projected onto me all the energy, and she felt good afterwards. I'm sitting there saying stuff. She didn't say a word back to me. She didn't try to argue any of my points because I had logical points and I was speaking rationally without yelling. The way she was yelling, it's like these women are like, this dude is too calm and he's too comfortable with himself. I got to check him. It's not your jobs to check me. It's not your raggedy ass jobs to check me, man. So I had to in front of like I didn't want to do that. You know what I'm saying? That chick and her man's there. He put in a bad situation, but I had to check her. I had to check her. I'm not gonna let you run your mouth because you feel comfortable because your dude's here. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? I don't care. I'm not the dude that you get to run your mouth to because you feel like you can say whatever because your man gonna. Ain't no dude gonna jump and fight no dude that he's friends with when he knows his girl's in the wrong. Who she ran her mouth without needing to be said anything. So he didn't do nothing to me. I said what I had to say to her. I'm like, hey, you gotta calm down with that. Like, I'm celibate. I'm not dating you. I don't even know why you did all that stuff. She just wouldn't even say nothing after that. She's ready to leave and all that. That's how these people do. They don't want to hear nothing you have to say, and they want to project onto you all these dumbass talking points that they built up over the years, because they're mad because they're being held accountable. They're mad they're being held accountable for all these bodies they've collected because they let social media and the powers that be convince them, be in your hot girl summer and do what you want to do and you'll still get what you want. And they're not getting what they want. And now they're mad about it because we're like, hey, them bodies you got though, that means something to me. So no, 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 no. Don't bring your body filled ass over here. I will go to church and find someone and don't come at me about, oh, church girls are bad too. No, church girls can be a bad girl in the bedroom. Y'all are a bad girl in the bedroom, in the streets, at work, and everywhere else. Okay, I gotta start looking somewhere better. I cannot let these women that are of the world try to convince me to stick. Nah, 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 nah. I will go to church and I will figure it out. I am going to go to church, continue to go out in public. Women that want to be seen out during the day, taking care of themselves, smelling good, not washing their butt to go out at night to try to hook up. We're not doing that stuff, man. I'm tired of listening to this stuff. And I'm telling you, fellas, don't listen to none of this online stuff. These women, unless they're talking right, they obviously have a man or have prospects. But if they're on here talking crazy and about men, they don't have a man. They don't have a man. And they can say they're single and happy, but how come men are the only ones ever saying I'm single and happy and actually looking single and happy? Well, how come when women are single and happy, they look like they're looking for a man or looking for a man or trying to find a man? Let's stop faking things and stay in reality. Let's ground ourselves in reality, fellas. Because, ladies, y'all can be as delirious you want to be and delusional. Ain't gonna make no difference to me. I know the game now. So, even on online dating, the women will only say so much in the profiles because they know that they say crazy stuff, they're gonna run guys off. And there were some that would say crazy stuff in the profiles, but you'd be like, not gonna have nothing to do with her, right? Automatically these women are online using their social media clout to just get pookies and ray rays. They're just using no real man cares about your social media clout. You can have 100,000 subscribers on YouTube. I'm gonna be looking at, what I'm saying, how you're able to budget your money. What do you might have went to college and got money on YouTube. I'm looking at college debt and I'm thinking about how well you able to budget your money. Like, how are your finances looking? What are you spending your money on? Clothes and cars? You have anything saved up? I'm looking at real stuff, because you're looking for a man for a reason. Because I'm completely self-sufficient. So to bring someone in is to add to my piece. I'm not in desperate need of nothing to complete me. I am complete and fine. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I'm about to start going to church. I ain't been to church in years. I'm about to get my suit game up, and I'm about to start stepping in church, y'all. And I'm not in there no lust stuff. I mean, I'm talking about dating women and going on dates and whatnot. But you gotta find a woman. Women, the same thing, right? Like, stop going off how a guy looks and what gear he has on and the way slang he's talking, all this stupid stuff. You know what I'm saying? Get out of your lower chakra. Think about it like this: baby mama texting me out of nowhere. You know what I'm saying? Confirmation. I must be hitting a nerve on something. I ain't heard from her in 2 weeks. I must be hitting on something. You see how the universe works? Somebody feeling guilty. Hello, somebody. Hell, she might be watching me right now. Do better. Do better. I'm not going to reach out to you for you to reach out to your son. Do better. Okay? Secondly, yeah, I'm getting my suit game on, and I'm saying, I'll start going to church. And I mean, it's just, I can't, man. I was actually thinking about. I don't know what I was thinking. I was like, some of these women online look pretty good. Man, hell no. This is online dating 2.0. They project all their problems on online, all of them, everything, and then try to gaslight you. Then try to gaslight you with no man to show for it, with no man, no prospect, as if their material things mean anything. Hell, when guys did that, use their material things, the women said it don't mean nothing to us. Why would it mean anything to me? I don't care what kind of house you got, what kind of car you driving, what kind of debt you got going on. We ain't bought that stuff out cash. You ain't fooling nobody. We ain't fooling nobody. So now you got some car notes and college debt. You better be getting that money on YouTube and TikTok. Otherwise, you're asking the broke house. Don't know how to live within your means. And look, I look at all kind of things, man. There's a reason why. They're always talking about, man, I forgot. I keep forgetting to turn those headphones off. I'm trying to tell you, they try to get your ass on screen because with all those filters and they get online when they want to and they get online when they got their thoughts together. Nah, man, you got to catch them out in public while they shopping and then their thoughts aren't together and see how human they can be. I don't need a scripted woman online trying to come off a certain kind of way. When the filters go off, when the good lighting goes out, when you ain't got that makeup on just as crisp as you wanted to be after just getting your hair done, what do you look like? How do you sound? I watch these chicks online, boy, that stuff be so scripted. They get their hand gestures down. They be studying stuff. They're studying different things, man, to make sure they come across. They make sure the aesthetics are right. Nah, I don't want none of that stuff. That's scripted. That's an actor, an actress. I need her to come off like she just, you know, out in public, not expecting to get a number, not at her best, not at work, right? And then I catch her out in the public and let's see how she acts. You know, let's see if on a day-to-day basis she's washing her butt when she goes out to the grocery store. Or does she smell like yesterday? And yesterday's smell to me is not having one at all. If you don't have a smell at all, you smell like yesterday. You should be smelling like fresh clothes at the least and some type of lotion at the least. Hey, what's going on, Frugal Mom? What's going on? It's witchcraft. It really is. Makeup and stuff is witchcraft in itself. Look, guys that run game is witchcraft. See, people don't want to break it down for what it really is. If you're running game, that means God gave you the gift of gab and you're using it against people. Witchcraft. But you can call it whatever you want, but running game is witchcraft. You're using the way that God gave you the ability to interpret things and be able to, you know what I'm saying, talk, speak, project, and you're using it against innocent people. Okay, you're a dog. You're wicked. You know what I'm saying? What they call those kind of dudes? Warlocks and you know, wizards and shit. I don't care. You label it whatever. Player, warlock. Player, warlock. Same thing. You're using techniques to fool women. Player, warlock. You know what I'm saying? Chicks out here that are players, witches. Using makeup and everything else to fool somebody. They're witches. You can call it whatever you want to call it. There's, you know what I mean? There's all kind of words in the dictionary. Whatever you want to call it. Whatever verbiage makes you feel comfortable. Right? That's what it is. If you're some loser dude that needs women and you're using a little gift that God gave you to run game on them, you're a punk, you're a loser, you know what I'm saying? And you're a warlock. Period, point blank, and you're not a man. You are not a man. You should not have to fool women into getting them. You should be, man, I have no love for any of these player dudes. Ladies, you feel like I get on y'all a lot? Man, you have no idea how much I scrutinize, you know what I mean, dudes all around me. I don't have nothing but one friend. I don't trust no dude. Even my friend, I don't trust my lady to be around him by herself. I don't trust no dude. I'm a king. I don't trust no dude. I don't trust him. Ain't gonna happen. Ain't gonna be done, right? That's why I don't even mention them most of the time. And that's why I didn't approach, because they know better. And let me tell you something else, dudes out there. While we on the subject, I know how to deal with y'all, okay? So we friends online or whatever, content creators, I know how it works. Know this, I know black dudes will try to screw me over first before anybody else. I know black dudes will try to screw me over first before anybody else, all right? There's this weird kind of, there can only be one Negro rule out here. I don't know what's going on with it. And I can see it in your eyes. I can see it in your eyes. I'm not your competition. But you'll compete with me and steal off my plate before you'll steal off anybody else's plate. I'm not your brother. Don't come to me with that BS. And I can see it in your eyes if you're shifty. And I can tell if you're copying me in any kind of capacity. Period. This is why I don't have any dude friends. I don't need to have a bunch of sons that are older than me. I have a 12-year-old. I don't need sons older than me. I don't have time for that kind of stuff. You're a kind of man that'll watch another man and imitate that man. There ain't words for a person that you are. There ain't words for it. You wouldn't do it to me if we were around each other,
because you know I have words for you, and you know there'd be some hands if you said something back to me. Period. But you feel safe because you're on the other side of the screen somewhere in another state or whatever. It's cool. It's all good. I ain't your friend though. And don't ever bring your raggedy ass over here trying to collab on anything. Don't you ever do it. Especially if you know you mimicked me and you took words out of my mouth and used them to make money and you never shouted me out or nothing like that. Don't you ever come over here. Dudes know better. Dudes aren't as reckless as some of these females are, you know. But I want to make sure I let them know ahead of time before they think they fooling anybody. I don't care about making friends with no dudes. I don't care about making friends with no dudes. You understand? I don't need a bunch of brothers around me to make me feel tough. I don't even like having a bunch of dudes around me. 9 times out of 10, you have 1 or 2 traitors in that joker, right? That would love to see dudes with me. They just so weak. They're just so weak. They'll never challenge me face to face. They won't fight me. They won't come at me with words. But what they'll do is, if I have a weak enough woman, try to hook up with her or something, or behind my back or some stuff like that. They never own up to it because they're too cowardly to deal with the consequences. Stuff like that, you know what I mean? Like, oh, you know, I can't compete with this dude, but I can get his girl, and we both hitting the same girl, and I'm on his level. Bitch ass dude, you never on my level, man. That goes to any of you people that was hooking up with my ex back in the day thinking you got away with something. You're still trash in the same place, and I'm about to be a multi-millionaire. So, you know what I'm saying? Congratulations, you played yourself. You messed around and you picked the wrong side. And it don't make no never mind. You see I cut all y'all off? I don't even know if all y'all hooked up with her. It don't make no matter to me. I'll get all new friends. Y'all weren't really my friend anyway. The only friend I got is Moon. And Moon don't live in the same state as me, so he ain't hooking up with the chick, so he's good to go. I only got one friend, fool. You know what I'm saying? And that's how y'all gotta be, gentlemen. Y'all don't trust nobody. You let your guard down and you start trusting people too soon. I was with that woman. Why do you think I was able to leave like I was? I don't trust nobody like that, man. I trust myself. I trust myself. Once I came to the realization of what was going on, which is pretty obvious, time to go. I don't trust nobody. Don't ever get yourself fooled into thinking you got me fooled. Don't you ever think that you got me fooled. That's part of my whole game, to make you think you winning. Make you think you winning. You think you winning, and you know my history. I worked for the White House, never got fired. I'm a self-made engineer, never got fired for my work performance, just missing days because I'm not meant to work for nobody. I just call out when I felt like it. You know what I'm saying? Could still call those places and use them as references because they like me. They just said, you just missed too many days, man. I'm not meant to work for nobody, right? And you will still think that you're playing me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, shout out to Moon. He might not watch this, but that's my brother right there, man. You know what I'm saying? He's married or whatever. If he was single, do you think I'd leave Moon around my lady? Hell no. Hell no. I don't trust no man like that, bro. You don't need to be trusting no man like that. You don't even need to put it in his hands like that for him to have to put himself in a situation. You know what I'm saying? You handle your business as a man. You make sure that you know where your woman's at. You be leaving your woman around just anybody. Just don't do that stuff. Don't do it. Plus, really, if you operating right, you ain't gonna have no woman like that. Really. Might have somebody you talking to, but ain't nobody serious enough for you to be worried about what she's doing. See, I'm operating in a different level right now. These women be over here online fucking y'all heads up. Boy, they be messing y'all up, boy. You know what I'm saying? I might have got screwed over by a wannabe player that played herself. But I tell you what, what did Bush say? Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, you never fool me again. Ain't that what he said? Something like that? And he meant every word he said, too. He did not mess up his words. He meant every word he said, and I mean every word I said. Fool me twice, never fool me again. You know what I'm saying? You'll never fool me again. You can get online and you can call it, well, you gotta open up, and I'm opening up as much as I feel like opening up, and I will open up on that level when I feel like doing it. You understand? You just sit back and keep watching my fine ass. And nobody asks you for anything. You know what I'm saying? The minute I start listening to a human tell me how to operate is the minute I know I need to give it up, hang up the towel, and just go on ahead and run back to one of my exes or some shit like that. I'm showing y'all the blueprint. I don't need no advice. I need advice, I go to God. All you women out here that be giving unwanted and unsolicited advice, Y'all look in the mirror and understand you're the reason why you're single, because you don't know how to shut up. And I ain't talking about all women. I'm just being real. Sometimes you gotta know when to shut up, man and woman. And a lot of y'all talk too much. You talk too much. You express how you feel too much. Take it from a millennial. A lot of y'all are these late in the game millennials and zennials. Take it from the older generation. You talk too much. You voice your opinions too much. You got to keep some of that shit to yourself. If you want to be with anybody or have a job, and keep that job longer than 6 months, okay? Y'all talk too much. I don't know how else to tell you, you know what I'm saying? And all that talking you do, you tell on yourself. You think that you're talking your way out of or into something. No. You're talking your way into my hands. You talk too much. Why do you think I've stayed single? I healed from my ex, you know what I'm saying? I could have been dating somebody earlier this year. I'm looking at the playing field and I'm like, nah, hell no. These chicks got me fucked up. Nah, y'all give all the game away. I see what you're doing. I'm like, nah, I ain't doing that. Crazy. I ain't doing that. And then y'all online chicks watch my content and you think you got a leg up. My content is a character online. Like, I come online in the moment or whatever I feel in that energy, I come online and I just give it to y'all. Whatever I feel, whatever I'm getting a download of, I don't script stuff and come on here later. Like, whenever I feel it, like now I felt this, I'm out here, I'm in it, my emotion is right. You know what I'm saying? I'm able to give you the passion right. That's how I do. You know what I'm saying? But outside of that, you don't know anything about me. I'm not on here expressing emotion on the level that these women be doing and just doing too much and trying to be a therapist. I could easily be over here talking about, well, you guys do this because you're online, because you cannot get a man in person, because you got all this trauma from men and you're so used to getting likes online and being able to control the situation. You have no control in person. It terrifies you, so you don't want to deal. I could do all the same stupid shit y'all do, right? Trying to be a therapist as if I got a degree for it or something. Y'all have no degree for it, but you get online, Google stuff, watch a few videos, and now you're a doggone therapist with no man. With no man. Oh my goodness, my goodness. These are the facts. There's twice as many women as there is men. These are the facts. So even if a man is not worth nothing at the end of the day, one of y'all running around letting Pookie and Ray Ray have you all your 20s and 30s will still end up with one of y'all by the end of the day. Even the loser beta dude will end up, you end up settling for one of them by the end of the day. Because there's so many of y'all, okay? So why are y'all trying to conflate and confuse us by making it seem like we have to chase you? Or when you talk about how men have always come after women, who set that precedence? Wasn't it men? The same men that you don't like, that you talk about cold approach you? So now we're like, okay, well, since no man knows how to approach y'all asses, how about you just approach us? Hold on, yeah, we don't do that. What are you talking about? Man, but these are the same men you would just... Can't have it both ways. Want to play around all the time. Want to mess with your head. Want to make you as crazy as they are. Don't do it. Don't listen. When I tell y'all don't listen to them, and I don't mean that disrespectfully to any women, but I'm talking to the fellas, don't listen to them, man. They will tell you one thing and do the exact opposite. They will tell you they want this, and then Pookie will be in their bedroom by the end of the night. He's got the freshest Jordans on. He got that dumb boy talk. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? They love that dumb boy talk. Oh, he's an idiot. I'll be able to play him. You start talking like me, they're like, woo, no, he thinks too much. He thinks too much of himself. His ego is too high. I got to have him insecure some kind of way. I don't want all that. You ain't going to get all this. You got Pookie and Ray Ray, remember? You want them slightly insecure and talking dumb. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You fine. You know what I mean, girl? Wait, you know what I mean? What's up? That kind of stupid ass shit. They love that stuff. They love it. They love it. Talking, the dumber you talk, the quicker you can get a woman. The less you talk and the dumber you talk, the quicker you can get her. You know, act like you don't care and all this dumb stuff. This young man, come on, man. Get fooled every time. You know what I'm saying? A guy like me gets on here, oh, he talk too much. Oh, he think he too fine. I know I'm too fine. You know what I'm saying? Fuck you talking about? I know I'm fine. Ain't got nothing to do with think. I know. That's why y'all don't be doing that stuff. I don't need you to. Because the women that are secure with themselves, we talk to each other in person. I get phone numbers left and right, and then I start vetting. I don't need none of you online chicks with all this extra opinion and no man to show for anything, to be talking to me about anything. I don't want to hear it. Because in person, I'm the motherfucking man. You know what I'm saying? In person, I'm the man. So all this online stuff, miss me with that. Miss me with that shit. You got a man yet? I don't think so. I don't think so. And unfortunately for you, even though you complain about it, society is the way society is. And women judge other women based off of the man they have. And men don't care what kind of woman you have. We base dudes off what they have. Not the kind of woman they have. That's just like, who cares? You know what I'm saying? So it's just the way it is. So I don't get scrutinized. Even if I did, I wouldn't care. But I don't get scrutinized for guys but not having a woman. They be like, oh, you got your shit together, your son custody. All right, bet. You know what I mean? You on top of you got money saved up. They be looking at the fact they ain't got a girlfriend like, that boy saving money. That boy saving money. And the women that get triggered by that, you got a problem. You got a problem. As a matter of fact, anyone getting triggered by my opinion, when I'm not even talking about nobody in particular, when I'm dropping nothing but facts, you got a problem. The stuff I said earlier about the fact that a lot of Caucasian women will bring all women in, the same thing they did during the doggone civil rights movement, and then they hijacked that into the women's movement, and then they hijacked that into the LGBTQ movement, and they hijacked that into something new. I ain't got time for all this stuff, man. I actually see what's going on. So a lot of y'all just get online and you're mad at men and you just start talking this stuff, not knowing that you're contributing to this whole situation right now where they're trying to separate men and women. You're younger women, you're not really thinking about it. It's just, I'm mad at men or somewhat, and I see men doing stuff wrong, but I ain't gonna be able to change them, so I can at least get online and vent, have a bunch of my girls hit me up in the comments. Y'all are still single, y'all are still not getting a man worth shit, but all y'all are doing is trauma bonding online. Are you feeling proud of yourself? Are you feeling proud of yourself? Because I can guarantee you I will have the woman of my dreams before you find the man that you want to be submissive to you and your masculine ways. And understand something else too, y'all. You chicks do a lot of stuff where you watch my content and you flip the gender and talk about it. Hey, listen, ain't too many people skin shining like mine. I see it myself. So when you talking about skin shining, nigga, I know you talking about me. Stop playing. Ain't too many people skin shining like mine, and sometimes my eyes be shining. So don't think I don't know you be talking about me, man. Don't think I don't know. But y'all do so much to pander to women. I watch content. There might be one or two chicks I've seen skin shining, but then they'll make mention of it. Like, my skin is shining. What, nobody talking about that before me? Last I checked. You know what I'm saying? I got the skin shine. I'm a skin shining king. So when you online talking about, yeah, fellas are watching you because your skin shining. I ain't watching no chick because her skin shining. You watching me because y'all do too much, man. Y'all do too much. That's why I had to stop watching all spiritual people online. And these women they watch men because they're heterosexual women, but they have to go towards where the money's at. They're not trying to help the situation. See, my money was talking about narcissism. And I could have making good money doing that, but that was separating men and women. I took an L for that to make sure I can bring men and women together and give out some good information. These women choose to pander to women. Everything has got to be. If I'm watching a pick a card video and a chick's describing another woman to the letter, like, these guys are looking at this. No, we're not. No, we're not. Who told you? You might be looking at that on her as a woman, but a guy is not looking at. How would you know? How would you know? What are you talking about? It's the craziest stuff, the pandering. This is why some women are delusional, because women are making them delusional. They're making them delusional. They're not even. All I know is this, you know what I'm saying? Dudes, we can't make each other delusional like that. We check each other too much. It is what it is, man. But I had to stop watching the content, and I only watch content. I don't watch TV or nothing. So if I got to stop watching content because most of it's female content, I'm blocking left and right, and I cannot enjoy what I used to enjoy because now all of a sudden women are bashing the archetype of man that I am on a regular basis, like they're watching my content or some dude that's very similar to me and then coming online and running their mouth and projecting their feelings, I just gotta stop watching it. I'm not gonna let my subconscious be fed by that BS. My subconscious deserves better than that. They're over here, it's mental manipulation through using social media. They are part of the problem. They're not bringing men and women together. They're not even suggesting a solution. All they do is get on here and act like a therapist and be like, well, I noticed that it seemed like you might be having traumas and you're not letting things go. Shut the fuck up. Whatever you feel that you think I have going on is not going to bring men and women together. Oh, you're not worried about bringing men and women together. It's about, basking in the drama, the gossip, and getting those views while keeping those women in a mental prison, and those same women come towards a man like me and get shut down, perpetuate the cycle, think that, man, listen, man, y'all putting yourselves in a hole. I'm just being real. I'm able to give you a bird's eye view and I'm telling you what's going on and you shooting the messenger. Ain't that what y'all say all the time when you're bashing men? Don't shoot the messenger, I'm just telling you what Divine's telling me. Well, don't shoot the messenger, I'm just telling you what Divine's telling me. Don't shoot the messenger. You'll come and want to bash me in another video instead of listening to what I'm saying. You have no man. Unless you're not planning on having one, what is the end goal here? Do you want to continue to listen to the same women that have been pandering to you? Or do you want to listen to a man that you find attractive that you might want to date? Not me, but you might want to date somebody like me, someone you get along with a little bit better. I don't listen to men tell me how to be a man or whine about, listen, I can listen to it for about 10 minutes and I'm out. Dude was on TikTok the other day making good points, but he sounded too much like me. He sounded like he was watching my content. And I'm like, yeah, I'm out. I don't need to hear somebody sounding like me. I sound like me. That fool got to go. And he wasn't talking about nothing. He was talking about bringing men and women back together. But honestly, it sounded too much like my content, which you could have been watching it anyway. But it don't make no never mind. I don't need a dude to sound like me. I got that. Right? So I don't be watching dudes' content to just be able to have somebody that's going through my struggle I can trauma bond with. No, man, I want to get a lady. I want to get a woman. So I don't need to be trauma bonding with no dude to get a woman. If the role was reversed and there was twice as many of men as there is women, and society was set up where women are looked at better if they don't have a whole bunch of kids and dating a bunch of people, right? How would I look doing that? Move this. Who's calling me? Man, she does this all the time. I don't know if any of y'all got those kind of baby moms or baby dads that just disappear and they just pop up and blow your phone up as if, you know what I'm saying? Blow your phone up as if they've been in contact with you and it's some kind of emergency. Deadbeat moms, man, nowadays. Anyway, and I got a deadbeat, baby mom. I don't sit there and project that. When do I ever really talk about that woman? I go in about my ex, but she's a narcissist that I just got, through dealing with, like, not even 6 months ago, blowing up my phone and, trolling me and all that kind of gang stalking and stuff. But I don't ever talk about the mother of my child. I don't be bashing people just to be bashing people, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm all about men and women coming together. Getting online and bashing how I get no kind of support or this woman. I could do that stuff all day long and get all kind of empathy from women and be pulling on their heartstrings with that violin and be trying to get views that way. I don't do that kind of stuff. As a matter of fact, I'm telling women stuff they don't want to hear. I'm telling women the stuff that I'm not gonna tell them what they need to hear. If they want a guy like me, you got to be understanding how we think. And as mad as you can get about me, I'm that kind of dude, completely self-sufficient. I obviously love a lot of people. I love hard. I take care of my son alone. I do everything I'm supposed to do. I take care of myself. I eat right. Like, I want to come online and tell you guys what I eat and what I drink. I got to put it on Patreon because my haters will sit there and take all the information I give them and use it, but still hate on me, come through here, make counter argument videos off of me, but still take my advice and run with it. Oh, he drinks that? Oh, he works out like that? Like, that's the kind of crazy stuff these goofy, dumb, low IQ, worthless, energy vamping dumbasses do. You know what I'm saying? I'm just hey, what's going on, Kels? What's going on, love? How you doing? You know what I'm saying? Miss, I wish a narc would herself. You know what I mean? I'm trying to tell you, man. I'm done. Look, I'm dating in person, so I don't have to sugarcoat nothing at all anymore. So it's like you shouldn't have done that. You should not have been so wicked online. Cause if y'all would just stop voicing your opinion so much, you just gotta say everything that's on your mind. It's like you got to say everything on your mind and think you're gonna still get a man. Like, it's not gonna work like that, man. It's not gonna work like that. That's why I'm meeting women in person. When a woman meets you in person, as opposed to her online social status, she's not gonna act the same. She's gonna read you in person. She's gonna be like, oh, he's smart. Oh, I don't wanna mess this up. I'm gonna shut my mouth. Online, it's dropping content left and right, feeling like there's no consequence to it. I'm talking so innuendoly, no one can tell, or nah, you say man enough that you're definitely directing it towards a man. So it's definitely man bashing, you know what I'm saying, for the most part. So why would a man be interested in a woman that's man bashing all the time? I'm gonna put this makeup on, put this filter on, I'm gonna fool him. You and every other woman. What? I'm going to church. Like I said, I'm going out to these department stores. I'm going out where women have to shop, take care of their kids or themselves, you know, in the bathroom section. So I know they're washing their butts, you know what I'm saying? And you know what I mean? I'm meeting them out and going to church. I'm gonna go to a good church and I'm gonna start, because that way they gotta have some kind of foundation. They got to. You cannot be meeting a girl in the club or during the night, being a night walker and expect her to be a good woman. So I gotta be realistic. So if I gotta change my ways and start going into churches to meet good women and then letting them know about my spirituality and how it's not wicked, it's really just going straight to God instead of going through a religion that people died over, that were slaughtered over. You don't know where it came from or how it came about, but you wanna just talk through the religion to go to God. How about I alleviate the middleman and just go straight to God? Sorry, y'all. How about I alleviate the middleman and go straight to God? I don't understand this going through the church to get, I don't understand it. I don't understand it. And I'm done doing things just because everybody does it. But I will go to church and listen. But see, now that my mind's right, I can go to church, listen to the pastor, say whatever he's going to say. It don't mean nothing to me, because if he's talking good, he's talking good. If he's up there judging people too much, I ain't going to listen to it. But I can let the women that, you know, maybe I run into somebody and we can start talking, become friends. And from there, we can maybe build a relationship or something like that. You know what I mean? Start going on some dates or something like that. Because I'm a good dude. I'm not like a church goer, but I'm a good dude. I'm a man of God. You know, so I got to start looking for a woman of God, however that manifests itself. I can't limit myself. I can't get them online. And in North Carolina, how many spiritual women do you think I'm going to run into? Hardly any. So I got to like go to church, you know, go to church, go out and about, whatever. You know, not looking for a wife. But I am not looking for a dirtbag sleeping with everybody either, thinking that numbers don't matter. I don't want to hear that stuff, man. I don't want to hear that stuff. You can be as guilty or feel as guilty as you want to for having your numbers up high. You can do something about it, or you can keep acting like it's not happening. That's all you can do. You know what I'm saying? Exactly, and I'm gonna wait on it. That's why I know when I got like the wrong kind of women approaching me, because I just like, man, I'll be thinking that some of these chicks online are kind of cute, and then I watch their content, I'm like, hell no. Hell no. This chick got so much doggone baggage, and then they're always the one projecting their baggage on everybody else. These are the women that always have something to say. They always got to slide in some sly remark about the entire opposite gender. They always got to slip it in there, while saying that they want a man, or saying that they're perfectly fine being single, but don't really seem that way in any capacity. They don't seem happy. They don't seem like they're working out like they're happy. They don't seem like they're good being alone, you know, while saying that they are. I don't have time for that stuff, man. You know, everybody's worried about what everybody else thinks. And everybody's worried about coming off like they're alone and they have no friends. See, there's a difference between me. I choose to be alone. I like to be alone, and everybody wants to be my friend. Here's the difference. I ain't like I can't make friends. I really don't want them like that. I'm real selective. I have people all the time. I got neighbors walking up down this road all the time trying to be my friend. I don't want no friends, man, especially live by my house. I'm very selective. And people don't seem to understand that. They want everybody to like them, and they want to have friends. I could care less. I don't need no one to like me. And I easily make friends. I'm very selective about having them though. I done ran it up an hour, y'all. I gotta get off of here. I get on TikTok and work out, stuff like that. Miss the trash guys, so I gotta go to that dump, take this trash to the dump, man. People get here whenever they want to, man. Don't worry about it. Next time I have it out here bright and early. Appreciate y'all. Love y'all. Stay blessed. Remember, hit the like button if you like what you see. Join the tribe. You know what I'm saying? We love you here. We love for you to come back. We're just talking out here. I'm expressing how I feel. I have no animosity towards anyone, but I am going to keep it real. And I definitely would suggest, if you're a man, social media dating is online dating 2.0. Know that. So anyone online, you are definitely hitting the bottom of the barrel. Get your butt outside and go meet somebody in person. Okay? Do not expect to find somebody being real online. Get outside. Hey, how's it going? And meet somebody in person. It ain't gonna hurt you, right? Go to church every now and again. It ain't gonna hurt you to do that either. Hey, what's going on, Frugal Mama? You know, so appreciate y'all. Love y'all. I'll be on TikTok in about 15 minutes. Workout, feel sloppy. Blessings. Winning. Oh yeah, I forgot. Love myself. Love yourself. Love God. I'm out.